The Samsung Galaxy A12 is new, it's fresh, but does the most affordable option of the Samsung Galaxy A series, can it still take on the competition despite the reduced cost? Let's find out. Hey guys, this is Chester here. Welcome to our channel at Chester and Unboxing. Today we'll be taking a look at the all-new Galaxy A12 A12. This is actually a new one. It's actually released in November last year, November 2020. So it's actually a new series. Get it? The Galaxy A is actually one of their, is what Samsung calls their A for affordable. This A12 is actually the lowest end of the A series. But cheap usually doesn't necessarily mean bad. Fingers crossed. This particular model, it has a 6.5-inch display. So yeah, it's actually very big. That's what she said. Okay, anyway, before we go on to the rest of the specs, let's just take a look at the box itself. So here, the brand new Galaxy A12. Yes, this is in blue color, the one I have. They actually have 4 more colors. So you have the black, blue, red and white. But something that I really like about the A series, the A12, is that the back of the phone is actually has the actually textured grip, which I'll show you more about it later. Let's take a look about the rest of the box. So opening up, immediately you have this relatively vague item, accessory stuff. You have the quick start guide and Kwai something rule fast entry door. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a version of the quick start guide. Okay, so we have the phone itself, which I'll go through in a short moment. Okay, on the accessories we have yes, a charger. When was the last time you see an included charger? Yeah, I know, right? Thank you, Apple, for taking away our chargers. Anyway, this charger is a standard 15-watt fast charging. So yes, the A12 supports fast charging, but the included one is only 15 watts. So actually, if you want something that is faster, you might want to buy a third-party, preferably Samsung, yeah, but a faster model one. Okay, this is USB-A. Just take note of that. Okay, talking about USB-A, the included cable is a USB-A to USB-C. So yes, this phone, this budget phone actually has USB-C. It's actually one of my main reasons why I decided upon this model as opposed to other China models, like for example the Realme, Xiaomi and Vivo, stuff like that. There's this meme that's going on with USB-A. When you plug it in, you need to plug it in 3 times. The first time you plug in, you will get it wrong. The second you flip it and you realize, oh, it's the wrong side. And the third time you plug in it and then you realize it actually goes in. So with USB Type-C, that problem has been gone. Okay, and last but not least, you have the SIM card removal, what's this? Poke thing. The ejector tool, yes. Poke thing. Yeah, that's a thing now, yeah. This is actually a 6.5-inch display. So it has a flat glass. Yes, please, flat glass. Yes, that's good. You have a front glass. I believe it's Corning Gorilla Glass 3, but I'm not too sure about that. But in terms of the back and the body, it's actually plastic. So as mentioned, you can see here that the back is actually contoured. So if I run my fingernail through it, you can hear that it is contoured, which is good because when you are gripping it, you don't need to fall out of your hand. Alright, so over at the back of the phone, you find 4 camera lenses, which I'll go through later. The SIM card remover at the top. The SIM card slot is at the left side. Okay, and then it's just straight, and then the bottom, a 3.5mm jack. Yes, thank you. I hate to use adapters, oh my god. Like, my adapters is the only piece that I've been consistently replacing because it keeps failing. Please, bring back the 3.5mm jack. We love it, we want it, we use it. Anyway, moving on, we have the USB-C connector as mentioned, and sadly a single speaker port. By the way, this phone does not have stereo speakers, so it's just one single piece. But I've actually run through my tests and I realized that this speaker is actually not bad. It's a bit on the quieter side, but it's actually not bad. Like the sound they reproduces is actually it's good. Yeah. And finally, the right side of the phone, you have a power button, and finally the volume rocker, so the up and down, sorry. And the volume button also doubles as a fingerprint reader. So if you're holding a phone like that, you can use your thumb, you can just use your thumb to unlock the phone like that. Okay, so this phone, the screen is actually LCD, so this is actually not the AMOLED from the regular Samsung lineup. Because of its price, they had to take it out a notch. So what that means is that the screen is, the colors are not as eye-popping as your regular phones. So that's not too good, but actually LCD IPS by the way, so it's actually great, got good viewing angles and everything. Resolution is a bit on the lower side, it's only 720 by 1600, so that's about 264 ppi. So in perspective, right, 264 is actually even lower than the iPhone's screen density and way lower than the 400 plus on your regular S series and so on and so forth. Okay, it has 4G, so unfortunately this phone does not have 5G, but I mean, come on, at this price point, you get 4G, I think it's a very good thing already. 4G weighs at about 205 grams, and the dimensions are very important. So the dimensions are actually 164 by 75 by 8.9 mm. Okay, I repeat again, 164 by 75 by 8.9 millimeters. So it's a bit on the thick side because, why? Because something that I really love, because it houses a 5,000 milliamp battery. Wow! So to put things in comparison, right, my Note 10, which is my daily driver, which is actually this camera, my Note 10 has only a battery capacity about 3000 plus. Yeah, and most phones, flagship phones, are really stuck at that level, In terms of the processor, it has sadly, it does not have a Snapdragon processor, but it's okay. It has a MediaTek Helios P35. So what that is actually a quad-core processor, which it has 4 2.35 GHz A53 CPU cores that serves as the high performance ones, and also 4 1.8 GHz A53 as well that serves as the low power ones. Okay, it has, in terms of graphics, it's a regular PowerVR GE8320, so not that good, but still, good enough. So this particular model has 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage. So this particular phone is unique because it actually comes in different configurations. Some is 64 gigs, some is 128 gigs, and the best thing is micro SD card. So you can actually fit a micro SD card to expand it even more. So currently I've already outfitted this with an additional 128 gigs, so therefore I have 250 plus gigs. Runs on Android 10, which is good because we all know that in budget phones it's really very hard. It's very rare for the manufacturer to support the phone for as long compared to flagship phones. This is not iPhones, yeah. So the fact that it comes with the latest version of Android is good because that it can support a couple versions more. Just now we were talking about the cameras, right? So the main camera right here, okay, this is the 48 megapixel. Yeah, it's just a lot. Trust me, it's not that good. Just don't zoom in. Oh my god. When you zoom in, you're going to pray to God that you wish you hadn't zoomed in. So just move your phone closer in if you want to take close-up shots. Talking about that, it has 4 cameras, right? So we already mentioned the first one. Second one has a 5 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel for depth, and the last camera also 2 megapixels for zooming, for telephoto they call it, but I love to call it the zoom lens. Yeah, it's really not that great. So just cross your fingers, just take a nice shot and then don't compare it to other phones. Like I've compared to my S7H, like it's like really long ago, and the S7 cameras is better than this. Okay, in terms of the front camera, there's a selfie cam of 8 megapixels, so not bad. And yes, this phone has facial recognition. So if let's say you want to use facial recognition as your form of phone login, it does that as well. Just don't expect it to do it very fast. Yeah, just remember, at the very end of the line, this is a budget phone, so don't expect it. Yeah. Okay, it has Wi-Fi 4, unfortunately, so this does not have AC Wi-Fi nor AX, so no Wi-Fi 5, no Wi-Fi 6, so only until N, so that's Wi-Fi 4. But on the plus side, it has Bluetooth 5, so that's not bad because it can connect to stuff like AirPods and stuff like that. Like seriously, it has flash, it has 4 cameras. In spite of all we have mentioned, right, when you use the phone day to day, you realize that it's not that bad. when you consider that you know, it is like, you know, it has many shortcomings, like the camera is slow, the UI may lag, and after all, but really it is not that bad. Like when you're just using this phone maybe as your secondary device, just to watch movies or just to scroll through stuff like that, I really think it's not bad. Yeah, for its price is so low. Like the price is so low that you're like, wow. Yeah. So anyway, that concludes our unboxing and first look at the Samsung Galaxy A12. Okay, like this video if you liked it, subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet. I'm Chester, that's all for today. See you guys.